and your L1-2. And you're very welcome here to the first of the 4 finals here today, the Division 2 women's varsities, as Trinity College Dublin gets off to a good start against CIT of Cork. I'm joined here by Wayne Redmond. Wayne, should be an exciting game.
I should. Both teams played quite well in their pool games. I suppose for CIT is to shut down the 2 Americans for Trinity, and likewise for Trinity is to shut down the big girls for CIT inside also the American Madison Ward.
Yeah, absolutely. Madison had a good game, good 2 games yesterday and the day previous, as Amy Waters drives down the middle, kicks it out to Lauren Falvey. Thought about a shot, put on the floor. Shot clock violation though. Time runs out and it'll be Trinity College on the ball. Ball in the wing, drop down low. Kelsey Ellis back up top. Good ball movement from Trinity College up nearly on here as they try to avoid Madison Ward in the middle, but big rebound by Amy Waters there. She looks to push the ball down the floor. And Wayne, as you know yourself, a good social aspect to this weekend here in Dublin as Madison Ward puts in 2. Would that be a factor in the game today?
I suppose it all depends who was in Coppers last night. But I suppose maybe both teams were sensible getting ready for the final.
That's it, absolutely. Jess Porter puts it in for 3. Trinity College Dublin off to a good start here. Fantastic facilities here in Trinity College. Court on the 3rd floor here. You don't suffer from fear of heights or anything, Wayne, no?
No, I'm all good.
As Aoife Deneen is a bit long on that shot there, it goes out of bounds, and score remains 5-2 in favour of Trinity College Dublin. Aoife Tiernan. Ball down low in the corner, back in the hands of Rebecca Keating. Kelsey Ellis is a bit long on the 3, ball kicked ahead. Sarah Greeny. Great block from behind by Aoife Tiernan there, and has to be said, Wayne, Trinity College Dublin probably the more impressive out the gates here this morning.
Yeah, they started well, and I suppose as well to look at CIT, I don't think their bench is that deep either, and then Trinity have the luxury of bringing in players off the bench that can make an impact as well.
That's it, absolutely, as Kelsey Ellis drops in another 3 there to keep the scoreboard ticking across for Trinity College Dublin. They lead 8-2 here with 7:54 left in the first, as Amy Waters can't find the basket on that drive. Trinity College breaking ahead. In the hands of Aoife O'Halloran. No basket, travel called. Of course, CIT with some Super League players on the floor. Both teams, actually.
It just shows how strong varsity is as well, because both of these teams are in the A last year. Like Trinity were beaten finalists last year against Waterford IT, and now they're down in the B, so it just shows the strength and depth in varsities.
Yeah, that's it. And I find it's a great way to see players play outside their normal systems with their clubs. You sometimes get to see a better view of the player. They can do a little bit more, perhaps. As Aoife Deneen doesn't get the foul, but gets the contact going to the basket, and Trinity College Dublin break away here again at pace. Picked off by Sarah Greeny in the hands of Amy Waters. Put ahead, looking for Lauren Falvey, doesn't get it though. Rebecca Keating pulls off the steal. She's got numbers, 3 on 2. Pull up, Ellis looks good from here, doesn't get her to go though. Rebound underneath. Aoife Tiernan doesn't get her to go again. And CIT break here as they trail 8-2 here with 6:29 left in the first. Ball tipped out of bounds by Rebecca Keating here. Trinity College very active on defence here, Wayne.
They are, and the minute they get the steal, they're out on the fast break straight away. And CIT really have to establish they've got a bit of a mismatch inside with Madison Ward, so they kind of have to get the ball into her.
And on cue there, Madison Ward gets the ball in the low block, spins left, but doesn't get it to go as Trinity College break. And yeah, Trinity College definitely looked very impressive in transition there. Travel here though, before the shot on Keating, and it'll be CIT ball. CIT, who won both of their group games on the Friday and picked up an uncharacteristic loss to IT Tala yesterday. I was coaching Tala, so I was delighted. But they were guaranteed a semi-final, and they beat UCD in a tight match yesterday.
And UCD had been up for a good bit in that game, and CIT just kept chipping away at the score, and eventually they came out winners at the end.
Yeah, it was a game right down to the last 3 or 4 possessions there, but they're here in the final now as they leave Keating all alone. The 3-point line, she can't draw iron. Lauren Falvey with the rebound. Kick ahead to Sarah Green, a little bit too much on it though, it goes out of bounds. And a relatively fast-paced start this first quarter here. Just Trinity College having the benefit of getting a few extra baskets as they lead 8-2 here with 5:54 left.
There's no when CIT put up the shot as well. There's no one really crashing the boards. They're just looking at it, and then Trinity gets the ball down the other end.
Maybe it's excess confidence in their shooters here as Aoife Deneen breaks all the way down. This looks good. She gets it a go. (8-4) Trinity College Dublin lead. The ball moved across. Keating down low in the corner, guarded by Falvey. Back to Keating. She has options. Ellis puts on the floor. Back up top. That's Keating's second missed 3 of the game here as Amy Waters breaks down the floor. Good defense picked up by Madison Ward. She gets the 2 to fall. And Amy Waters being such a deceptive player. Like she's the height of a post player, but she's the hands of a guard when she moves the ball on the floor.
Yeah, and she's clever as well. Like, she can post up inside, she can come out. She has a three-point shot as well. But she'll do everything, and she'll hustle hard as well.
Aoife Deneen picks up the rebound there, and CIT are right back in this game here as they trail by 2 points, 8-6 with 4:30 left in the first quarter. And after a slow start, they're finding their range and chipping right back in this game. Waters on the ball up top, looks for the pick off Madison. Madison goes low, ball inside from Deneen. Nice move in the baseline, puts it up, draws the contact up. She'll go to the line and shoot 2, using her size and height advantage, and you can't really let a player like that get position, man.
No, once she gets position there, like she's strong going baseline, you really have to deny it.
Some changes here as Keating checks out of the game, and bit of a statement move, and we have Jess Tobin rocking the all-white jersey here.
Looks like a bit of a wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, Sunday morning stuff, it's all good. There's a bit of a discussion going on.
Dance moves they were doing in Coppers last night.
There's a bit of nail examination going on, looks like from here. Maybe the ref is jealous, maybe that's his colour. As Madison Ward wastes to shoots the resultant free throws she finally gets the ball from Yesic, and 8-6 lead in favour of Trinity College Dublin here. 4:19 left in the first as Madison Ward, the American, drops in the first free throw. Second resultant free throw is good too, and we're tied 8 apiece. Trinity College Dublin have gone a good 3 minutes without a score here, Wayne. They'll be looking to get something to this offense perhaps.
Yeah, they started off so fast, and now they've just gone a bit quiet, and they really have to start getting the ball into Ellis's hands again. She's a great jump shot from outside.
Yeah, good pass by Tobin down to Fortune down low. She's a bit too low for her, couldn't hang on to it as Amy Waters comes down the floor. And Trinity College Dublin matching up in that zone, fighting against Madison Waters. She gets position on Fortune. Lauren Falvey turns the corner, ball down low, greasy ball slips out of Sarah Green's hands. It'll be Trinity College Dublin ball. Speaking of dance moves, Wayne, I hear you're an excellent dancer.
I wouldn't say that.
I don't want you for my dance-off team. Tobin on the ball, up top. Fortune, good ball movement here from Trinity College. Ellis down low. Porter pulls the trigger on. First shot at the end is a goal. Great offensive rebound by Kelsey Ellis. Step back, good, looks good. She drops in 2.
That's that jump shot I was talking about.
That's it, yeah. And Trinity College, they need players like Kelsey Ellis there to step up when they're struggling to get past and knock down. Yeah. Amy Waters a bit long. Rebound Tobin. Trinity College break again, 4-on-3. As Madison Ward looks to have picked up the contact foul there.
And for a team that are not very deep on the bench like CIT, like they're not really using the shot clock either. Like 2 passes and the shot goes up. Like they want to control the tempo of the game.
That's exactly it. I suppose the last 2 days here in Dublin they have been running that system where literally down and pulling the trigger early, and it's been working out for them. But in a game where they're matched up quite well against Trinity College, as you were saying, they need to work the ball a little bit more. As Ellis beats the shot clock, doesn't get her to go. Amy Waters closely guarded by Tobin down the floor. There's Madison Ward dropping to, as I said before, that's where she's a dangerous player. She can get to the basket and drop it in there. And checking back in here, it's 10 apiece with 2:36 left in the first quarter as Trinity College have possession. Tobin up top, with a shot. Kelsey Ellis has it, kicks it at the corner. Looking for Fortune down low, good ball movement. As Zeller goes to the basket, doesn't get it to go. Kelsey Ellis avoids Deneen, pulls up for 2. She knocks it in. Two-point lead in favour of Trinity College Dublin over CIT in the Division 2 ladies final here. 2:05 left in the first as Amy Waters is guarded by Jess Porter, and Jess Porter gets called for the reach. And I seen this yesterday when against CIT. UCD racked up a lot of fouls trying to guard them. CIT are a difficult team to match up against. They have a lot of players who can do a lot of different things on the floor.
And I'd force them to give, like I'd try front her and force them to try give the pass over the top and just hope there's help defense there. But if you're going to keep fighting with her on the baseline, you're going to get called for the foul.
Porter top of the shot, puts on the floor, goes right at Madison Ward. Amy Waters comes across, great rebound by Madison Ward down low. Into the hands of Waters. 1:38 left in the first, 12-10 lead in favour of Trinity College Dublin. Lauren Falvey picked up by Zweller. Great pass out of the post from Madison Waters. Deneen kicks it back up to Waters. Deneen, low corner shot. Doesn't get it to go. Rebound, Fortune. Ahead to Zeller. Trinity College breaking that transition defense to offense quite fast.
Yeah, no, they're so fast getting the ball up the floor. They like by the time they get it across the halfway line, they still got a good 20 seconds to set up their play.
Deneen. Too long on the pass into Madison Ward, who has the ball picked off by Kelsey Ellis. Neat little pocket pass across the floor, and Porter put the pass along the baseline, but Greeny was there to pick it off, and we've had a couple of quick offenses there with no fruition out of them as CIT have the ball with 43 seconds left. Great defense there by the post player. Fortune, but Sarah Greeny used their pace, breaks down the floor and pops in the basket. Tie game with 28 seconds each left on the floor. Ellis pulls up, long 2, doesn't get it to go. Rebound underneath by Zweller, across to Tobin, across to Kelsey Ellis, comes off that screen from Porter. Looks good from here, gets it a go too, and that's a neat bit of play there from Trinity College Dublin as the time winds down here. 5 seconds left, 14-12 in favour of Trinity College. As we have a backcourt violation here of 0.2 seconds, and not much you can do with 0.2 seconds.
No.
With possession at the half, it'll be Trinity College for a heave.
Got a bit confused. There's a few lines there in the middle of the court.
Yeah, there's quite a few, all right, and after 2 days of basketball, you get a little disorientated. Trinity College need to go for the heave and tip on this, but they don't get it to go. Good effort. It's 14-12 in favour of Trinity College Dublin after the first quarter. And you're very welcome back here to the Ladies Division 2 Intervarsities final between CIT and Trinity College Dublin. 14-12 after a fast first quarter win. Both teams will be relatively happy, to reckon, going into the second quarter here.
I say CIT will be more happy than Trinity. Trinity started really fast, and then CIT just picked away at them. But there again, like the transition there, ball up the floor, CIT are just not getting back on defense.
Yeah, Rebecca Keating there leaked out and got a nice, relatively easy fast break basket as they now have the lead at 16-12 on Cork IT. Neat pass from Waters ahead to Madison Ward, who got picked off by American Kelsey Ellis as she breaks down the floor to Keating. Ahead to Porter, gets a halfway down, doesn't get it to go. Good defense though. Lauren Falvey picks off the outlet pass. Deneen, CIT with numbers streaming in. Waters on the baseline. Picked up by McConnell. Falvey, who is a good three-point shooter, decides to go for the better option inside to Madison Ward. And that basket looks to have a bit of a lean on it here, Wayne. Is it from here?
Yeah, there's a bit of a slant on it, but that was a much better entry pass into the post. Like the last few passes in have been easy, and they're easy picked off.
Yeah, that's it. And Trinity College Dublin trying to front Madison Ward there, and she's using good body position to be able to.
And she's working so hard inside as well. When she gets position, like they have to give her the ball.
That's it, 16-14. CIT trailing here by 2 points. Ball up top. Kelsey Ellis pulls the trigger on a three. Rebound, Lauren Falvey. CIT look to break. Close contention by Keating there, almost caused the travel on Falvey. Amy Waters has the ball across to Sarah Greeny. Back up to the Waters. Trinity College Dublin, nice pick from Madison Ward to free up Waters. Deneen, head fake to the basket, doesn't get it to go. Gets her own rebound though and picks up the. It's a jump ball call actually from Australian native referee Pat. And that's quite a battle down low there between McConnell and Porter when she's on the floor, and Madison Ward win.
Yeah, and I have to say, when like for a post player, when CIT get the rebound, like Madison Ward is the first player up the floor. The guards are just jogging up, and like when the post player is beating you up the floor to the basket, you're not working hard enough.
Yeah, I suppose new players playing a different pace, but I'm sure they'll pick it up. Could just be a case of Sunday morning syndrome here as they trail by 2 points with Zweller on the ball, across to Keating. McConnell has it. Madison Ward keeping her company. As nice turn inside by McConnell, rather doesn't get it to go. It'll be CIT ball with 8:06 left in the second. 2-point lead in favour of Trinity College Dublin. Amy Waters on the ball. We talked about earlier, Amy Waters, a player who can get to the basket at will when she wants to. Is Deneen with a neat scoop inside. Great rebound though by Madison Ward. Back up by Deneen, and good relentless play from CIT there.
Yeah, they're working hard inside and trying to crash the boards, and now it's tight 16 all.
Yeah, and you can't give a team like CIT second chance opportunities that, because they will put them away. As Ellis almost had her pocket picked by Deneen. Up top, Zweller top of a shot. Goes past Falvey. We almost had a sliding tackle there on the floor, Wayne. And shot clock violation. Good defense by CIT, forcing Trinity College into that. And CIT have definitely ramped up the defense a little bit there, Wayne.
Yeah, they've really picked it up now on defense, and like Trinity is just dribble, and dribbles turns to turnovers.
That's it. As checking into the game, we have Orla Casey, as Lauren Falvey will take a well-deserved rest. Amy Waters on the ball for CIT here. Closely guarded by Lizzie McConnell. Across. Deneen picked up by Keating. Comes off the screen from Madison Ward, who's fighting position, but fortunately doing a great job. And Keating comes away with the steal. Recovers it on the sideline, but gets called for a travel, and it'll remain CIT ball. 7:04 left in the second quarter. Tie game here, 16 apiece, and not a whole lot of outside shooting on display. Kelsey Ellis hit a couple of baskets early on, but CIT not looking to shoot the ball much outside, Wayne.
No, they're just really looking to get it inside now. And for Madison Moore, she's working so hard, and I don't think she's going to come off the floor, so it's going to be tough to keep that work rate up for 40 minutes.
That's it, as Keating is doing a great job on defense on Deneen there, trying to neutralize her influence. Waters has the ball, goes right at McConnell. Picks up the contact foul, even though she looked to have lost the ball, but it'll give a chance for Jess Porter to check back into the game.
Really bailed her out there with about 3 seconds to go on the shot clock.
Yeah, absolutely. There as Kelsey Ellis takes a well-deserved rest here. 6:42 left in the second, 16 points each. 14 on the shot clock here, as Sarah Greeny will inbound the ball. Deneen inside the Ward, who has position. Goes strong to the basket. She's well closed out there by Zweller. Gets her own rebound. As Aoife O'Halloran pulls down a strong board there. Zweller. As Amy Waters arrives late on McConnell there and just checks it from behind, but she'll shoot two as a result. Trinity College, who of course yesterday defeated a very enthusiastic LIT team in the semi-final, and CIT of course overcame, as said, a much taller UCD team coached by Jay Van Zantes. Amy Waters has the ball for CIT after 2 missed free throws. Picked up by McConnell, who's doing a good job on her so far. Ball down low, Orla Casey doesn't get it to go. Orla Casey's a shooter though, Wayne. I seen her knock a couple down yesterday.
Yeah, it was a tough position there. She tried to release her. She was really behind the backboard. Now this is where CIT need to get up the floor and in front of the ball.
Deneen looks to be off for that one. Another rebound down low, and CIT doing a lot of damage on the offensive glass here for Trinity College. Or against, rather. As Zweller has the ball. Goes at Casey. Picked up by Sarah Greeny. Kicks it down low. Steal by Deneen. As Keating is all over Deneen on defense. Great footwork to stay ahead of her. Deneen quite a fast player. As she double dribble. She knew she did. She made the call for the ref there, Wayne.
Yeah, she was afraid to pick it back up, and then she didn't hear the whistle, so she decided she'd pick it back up.
As we have 16 apiece here. 5:26 left in the second quarter. Keating on the ball for Trinity College Dublin. Kicks it out way wide in the wing to Porter. Aoife O'Halloran across to Keating off that little curl flare. Doesn't get it to go. Gets her own rebound though. gets space in the baseline. Kicks it back across and Porter drops in the 2.
This is where CIT should really look at putting some points on the board, because a lot of the starters for Trinity are on the bench, especially Kelsey Ellis, so they should look to attack the basket, get some points on the floor when they're off it.
That's it. As well, does well to evade a travel there. Kicks ahead of Keating, a bit too long. She almost ran to Grand Canal to catch that pass, but she pulls it back, and great ball movement by Trinity College Dublin as McConnell pops in another 2. And we have a 4-point lead in favour of Trinity College Dublin. Waters down low. Madison Waters, a lot of work to do with 2 players, and great block by Fortune. Rebound by Porter. She looks to get the ball in the hands of one of the guards. Zweller on the ball for Trinity College Dublin, picked up by Orla Casey. And Trinity College Dublin looking to run sets here against this CIT defence here, who are in man.
Yeah, and CIT, I'm not sure. I'm sure they have sets, but it's just, at the moment, it's just get the ball inside to the big girl.
That's it. As ball is no contact on the rim, it'll be a shot clock violation as Kelsey Ellis and Laura Fortune looking to check back in, but we have a timeout call on the floor. We'll be back right after this. 20 points 16 in favour of Trinity College Dublin. And you're very welcome back here to the Ladies Division 2 Intervarsities Cup final here between Cork IT and Trinity College Dublin. Cork IT coming out of that timeout as they trail by 4 points and win. I wouldn't say a whole lot of work to do, but at the same time, you don't want to let a big lead develop in a game like this where the scoring is quite low.
Yeah, it's only 4 points at the moment, but the CIT needs to get a few points on the board. I suppose they need to look at another option, because Trinity know that the ball is going to go inside out to Madison Ward. So maybe if it goes inside and she kicks it back out, and have your shooter spotting up.
Yeah, that's it, as Madison Ward draws the foul, and that is the second foul on Porter, as Madison Ward is automatic so far in this game from the free throw line. Second one on cue is good, and 2 point. The game has never been any more than a 6 point lead at the very start for Trinity College Dublin, proven tight throughout here. And can you see CIT sitting in man for most of the game, or will they go back to zone, you reckon?
I would go back to zone, because the only person that, exactly as I was just about to say, it hits the jump shot. She's the only person that's shooting from outside, so it'd be different if you had 4 shooters that were spotting up, but all you have to do is cover her and not sag off her.
That's it, as Kelsey Ellis pops in the 3. Ward looking to go to work down low. Anna Halloran did a good job. Sarah Greeny almost ran out of space there. Shot clock running down to 5. Madison Ward strong to the basket and gets the 2 to go.
It's a very strong move there by her. She had no other options but to attack the basket, and she's well able to attack the basket strong.
Yeah, strong player. Great footwork there. Gets great position, and as a face-up player, I wouldn't fancy trying to stay in front of her, as she has athleticism and speed, and the ball is kicked across as the ball down low. Porter, neat move inside on Madison Ward. She did enough just to alter the shot. Amy Waters breaks down the floor, picked up by Keating, ahead to Deneen. Thought about the shot, back outside the Waters. All the way across, Sergini on her own on the weak side. Pulls the trigger and drops in the 3. And that's the one thing with a zone like that, if the a bit of ball watching it all win. If it gets kicked across the weak side, you're going to give up open shots there.
That's it, and that's their first jump shot from outside, and it has gone in. So maybe they'll start looking at that, because Madison Ward is working hard inside, but she has 2-3 players on her at a time.
That's it, as Keating goes baseline for Trinity College and took Sarah Greeny low and put the ball up over with the right hand. Good move. 25-23 lead in favour of Trinity College Dublin here. 1:59 left in the second quarter. Waters squares up against Porter. A second shot by Waters has been a little bit long, but she's the sort of player you wouldn't mind as a coach her shooting the ball, even if she's missing, because you know she can get hot, you know she can get baskets.
Yeah, that's it. And she hasn't really got into the game yet, and like I suppose the first half is nearly over, but once she gets into it, like makes her first shot, she'll be grand.
Falvey went for the steal and Tiernan paid off well for CIT as Waters picked up the ball, and Falvey draws the contact but doesn't get the basket to go. She'll shoot 2 free throws, her first trip to the line this afternoon here. 25-23 lead in favour of Trinity College Dublin. 1:34 as Falvey is good from the first free throw. Great free throw shooting so far. I don't want to jinx CIT now, but they're on, as I just have, win, and that's
it. And I suppose Madison Ward, like she's getting good position inside Madison Ward, and that's one thing Trinity, like Madison Ward is automatic from the free throw line. I think she's 4 from 4 so far. So they won't want to look to put the CIT to the free throw line.
As Tiernan looked to take a second shot, decided to put the ball on the floor and make a hole, and CIT defense closed on her, but unfairly deemed by the referees, and it'll be a foul on the floor. The first foul on Amy Waters has kicked the ball outside. Kelsey Ellis with a nice three, a neat little screen there from Porter though.
They really have to, like, they know that she's a shooter. They really have to get out of that, otherwise switch on those screens. Because if she's going to get open shots for the game, she's going to put them in.
It's a 28-24 lead with less than a minute left in the second quarter here as Amy Waters goes to the basket, and she brought a little bit of supporter with her, and she'll go to the line to shoot 2.
And hopefully this might get her going out for the second half if she makes these 2 here.
That's it. It's a 4-point differential here, and both teams only starting to hit outside shots here as Waters drops in the free throw. Second one looks good from up here, and 2-point game and win. Of the two teams here, which of the coaches will be happier going in at halftime?
I'll say CIT's coach, Kelly Fitzpatrick, will be more happier, because 2-point game at the moment, the way Trinity started, as they just knock in another 3. The way Trinity started, I was a little bit worried for CIT, but they kept chipping away, and they're still in the game. There's still 20 minutes left of the second half, so anything can happen.
Absolutely, as second travel call, Keating forcing Deneen into a travel, and CIT have so far only ran one player, Orla Casey, in off the bench, whereas Trinity have nearly got a full rotation of players in on the floor. So like the legs could be an issue going forward.
That'll
here.
be tough, and like I don't think Amy Waters has come off the floor yet, or either has Madison Ward.
Halloran pulls the trigger. Great rebound by Ward. Ahead to Falvey. She has numbers. Great pass down low. Deneen up to the, pull the ball back to Waters. He pulls the trigger on it. Halfway down, rims back out. Rebound by O'Halloran as time winds out here as Keating fell to the floor. 31-26 in favour of Trinity College Dublin. And you're very welcome back here to the second quarter of this Division 2 Ladies Intervarsities Cup final between Trinity College Dublin and Cork IT. Trinity College Dublin finishing on a flurry of baskets towards the end there to put a little bit of a gloss on the scoreline, 31-26, but CIT, who are a team that's never beaten, will be right back in, and I'd imagine, as the third quarter continues, and it'll be CIT ball. Aoife Deneen on the ball, closely guarded again by Keating, who picked her up for most of the first half as Porter looks to push Amy Waters away, and Sarah Greeny on the ball. Kelsey Ellis picks her up. Waters down low. Madison Ward turns in for that favourable right-handed hook, and she gets CIT off to a good start. And Wayne, CIT looking to start where they left off.
That's it, and Ward gets such good position inside, and this basket here might suit them a bit better because there's a bit of a lean on the other basket.
Yeah, there was.
But if they leave her catch it on the block like that, she's going to score every time.
I think the basket leaning down has something to do with Trinity or with Griffith College running in 1 or 2 or 10 dunks in the game yesterday.
That could have something to do with it.
As Deneen on the ball, up top to Waters. As she blows past Porter and kicks it to Sarah Green down low. Decides to go bank from an awkward angle, doesn't get it. As Laura Fortune is fouled, and it'll be Trinity College Dublin ball. And a lot of small tic-tacky fouls here, Wayne. Probably a lot to do with the fact that it's a Sunday morning game after 2 tough days of basketball and perhaps a tough night of socialising.
That's it, and they've played 3 pool games each and then a semi-finalist 4, and then this is their 5th game in 3 days, so it's tough on the body.
Keating on the ball as Kelsey Ellis comes off that screen. Step back, Fortune took her eye off the ball as shot clock is down to 2. Keating releases with 2, gets it a go, and picks up 2 from an unlikely offense there, and Trinity College keep the scoreboard ticking over their way, and they're always ahead a little bit.
That's it, I'm not sure, but the way that CIT set up there, it looked like that they're gone to a box and 1, but I'm not sure on Trinity's American.
As Sarah Greeny takes a break, and ball is in the hands of Lauren Falvey. Amy Waters, guarded by Porter, looks for Ward down low, who is fighting so hard to get position on Fortune. Gets the ball up at the right. She is fouled by Keating, who came underneath her, and she will shoot 2 from the free throw line. And Ward's been the main focal point of the CIT offense.
Then they're sending 2-3 players to her at a time now when she catches it on the low block.
Yeah, and she's still managing to get the ball up, which is kind of surprising with attention like that. That time she was fouled, but she drops in the first free throw to remain 100% from the line. 29-33 in favour of Trinity College Dublin, as Falvey, or Ward rather, is automatic on that strip. 33-30 in favour of Trinity College Dublin. Keating on the ball. Ball kicked wide. Keating to Fortune. Fortune doesn't look to shoot herself, but kicks it outside to a Halloran, who gets the friendly bounce in the home gym here, and she pops in too. Waters. Down low to Ward. Kicks out of the double team. Aoife Deneen pulls the trigger on 3, and she gets it to drop in there.
That's it. Deneen is spotting up now on the outside, and when they're sending 2 players to Maddie Ward inside, it's a bit easier for her to kick it out to the open shooter.
Great rebound by Porter on the offense for Trinity College. Waters has Falvey ahead. Looks to take it all the way herself, as Keating could do nothing to stop Falvey from running that layup, and we're back to a 1-point game here in Trinity College here, as Trinity College Dublin have that slender lead. 6:58 left in the third quarter here. Porter way outside, decides that's out of her range as Keating kicks it to Fortune on the free throw line. And Fortune, she doesn't look to score much here, Laura Fortune, does get the ball on the free throw line, Wayne.
That's it, and she needs to, even if she takes 1 shot, they're kind of sagging off her because she knows that she's not going to shoot. So maybe if she just takes that 1 shot, if it goes in, it'll make them pay attention to her at the high post.
That's it, as I often tell players, you need to take that shot to force your player to play defense on you. Even if you make her miss, it'll pull the defense out, as Amy Waters puts it on the floor and goes strong to the basket. Glides in, doesn't draw iron. Transition ahead, Kelsey Ellis takes Madison Ward all the way to the basket. Ball doesn't go, and we have a bit of an up and down game here. Fast and frantic paces. Lauren Falvey goes and gets the basket for the first time this game, but CIT into the lead.
That's a great move by Lauren Falvey there. It was 3-on-2 on the way down. She took it hard to the basket.
As Keating outside to Porter, wide open, pulls the trigger, doesn't get it to go. Rebound Madison Ward. Has Amy Waters underneath, and Trinity College look a little bit slower in getting back on defense the last 2 or 3 offense here as CIT win seem to have picked up the intensity.
I'd say Trinity are slow out of the blocks for the second half. That's it. And again, they let her catch the ball, attack the basket.
That's it, and score is good, and she will shoot the bonus free throw here as CIT with that basket have a 1-point lead for the first time this game, and Madison Ward will shoot the free throw. And she's really automatic from that line, Wayne.
Yeah, she's automatic from the line. It's like, oh, she's happy. They're putting her to the line and she's making them.
Porter. Keating. Fortune inside to O'Halloran. Great check there from Madison Ward as she said, not in my house, as the ball is kicked into Keating, who goes fast to the basket, quick release. And Trinity College still fighting, and Porter is a bit of a demon on the offensive glass at the minute for CIT.
Yeah, they need to get a few bodies out. They should be looking at when they put up the shot, get the body to a player, just give them the one chance.
Yeah. That's pick and roll there as Keating breaks at pace, evades the first CIT defender, and O'Halloran pops in too. Tiernan rather.
Yeah, Saoirse Tiernan, that's from Liffey Celtics.
41-39. As CIT pop in too, and we have a ding-dong game here. 41 apiece, 4:27 left in the third quarter. Timeout called by Trinity College Dublin here, 41 apiece, 4:19 left here in the third.
Hugh Kilbride had the joys
A
of
situation like this.
that's it, and I suppose like
Good from the line for the first free throw. And she is good from the second. As they have that 2-point advantage and looking to press a little bit here, Wayne, and CIT caught napping a little bit there with the press after the free throws.
that's it. There's nothing worse than when all your players run down the floor and not realise that there's a press, and it's up to the one player then to try to get the ball over the half-court line before the 8-second violation.
43-41 in favour of Trinity College Dublin. Kelsey Ellis thought about a shot, put it on the floor. Across court to Halloran, who goes strong to the basket. Waters is honest on defence and doesn't give away a foul. And back in the hands of Zweller. Evades Deneen, who kicks it outside. And Jess Porter is really coming to this game for Trinity College. She's got 2 free throws, a nice jump shot there. Yesterday she's one of the more influential players, and they will need her win.
That's it, and that's some great hustle there from Zeller. The ball was going out of bounds. It was going to be a CIT ball, and she just managed to tip it off of Amy Waters' leg.
Kelsey Ellis will inbound the balls here as Amy O'Sullivan takes the break, and Madison Ward back on the floor for CIT. Zweller outside to Jess Porter, who is heating up here as she drops in the three.
That's it, and they got the ball down to the low corner and forced Madison Ward to have to come out to try close her down, but they need to pick up on that quick now, because if she gets hot, that could be lights out.
That's it, that's 7 points straight for Jess Porter here as Waters has the door closed on her by Trinity College. Falvey comes off the pick from Waters. Aoife Deneen, shot clock under 5 here, has to put it up. Big rebound inside by Keating, who gets it into the hands of Aoife O'Halloran. Jess Porter again breaks the basket. Waters in front of her, puts it up, and that's 9 points in a row from Jess Porter here in the third quarter.
And she was so clever. She attacked the basket one step to the player, then she took her second step away from her to get distance.
And that's a big basket by Amy Waters here to help stem the flow of scores coming from Trinity College Dublin, as there is a travel call on the floor on Zeller, and it'll be CIT ball. And that was a big basket by Amy Waters there that had dropped 9 points in a row on a run, and they needed two just to hold them back a little bit.
That's it. No, that she needed those 2 points on the board. Trinity were starting to put a gap there on the scoreboard, but they just need to keep doing what they were doing in the first half, where they just got Madison Ward's position on the block, and as I say, she goes inside.
That's it, and good defense from Kelsey Ellis there. She was clever enough to stay on the floor and force a difficult shot from Madison Ward. It'll be remain CIT ball, but Madison Ward felt she probably got fouled on that. We'll be happy to still have the ball though. Aoife Deneen to inbound. 1:46 left in the third after a bright spell by Trinity College Dublin. They have a 7-point lead here, and perhaps CIT looking to push the ball to Ward can be forced at times here, as Trinity College know that's coming. I'd feel Wayne, if they got a couple outside shots here, it'd pull the defense to help off.
And just as you say it,
there he was. Falvey's first triple of the game here, as the lead is cut back to 4 points. And
CIT can shoot from outside. Like Lauren Falvey has a 3-point shot, so does Amy Waters. So like they have to start taking them and force Trinity College to pull out to the 3-point line.
Instead, his shot clock runs under 4. Ellis to Grella, who gets the shot off and doesn't get it to come. Rebound Falvey. Falvey breaks. She has the attention of 3 Trinity College players down the floor. Deneen decides to hold up for help as Claire Connell across the Waters. Guarded by McConnell. Aoife Deneen all alone, pulls the trigger on, doesn't get it to go. Big rebound by Madison Ward, who doesn't get the effort to drop, but it'll be rebounded here by Tobin as they push that ball on the floor fast. 41 seconds left here, 50-46 in favour of Trinity College Dublin. Tobin looks to force a ball where there is no space. It goes off the foot of Madison Ward, and it'll be Trinity College Dublin ball. 11 seconds left on the shot clock here. 4-point lead. Could be in for a good fourth quarter win.
It could. It's still quite tight. CIT, I think, will be happy. Like Trinity came out 9 points to 0 run. So CIT will definitely be happy. But they really need to crash the boards to get those rebounds and those second chance opportunities.
Yeah, Trinity College doing well in the offensive glass as they get rebound after rebound. Aoife Deneen, 12 seconds left. She crosses the halfway point. 50-46, down to 9. Inside the Ward, pass is overthrown. It'll be 6 seconds left on the clock as Trinity College Dublin will call a timeout to discuss how they're going to run this. 50-46 in favour of Trinity College Dublin over CIT. And with 6 seconds left here in the third quarter here, Keating gets the ball, guarded by Claire McConnell. It's kicked ahead. Kelsey Ellis will have to get the shot off. She does. Almost banks it in. 50-46 in favour of Trinity College Dublin as we leave the third. And you are all very welcome back to the fourth quarter of the Ladies Division 2 Intervarsities Cup final here in Trinity College Dublin between the home team Trinity College Dublin and Cork IT. And weighing after a very competitive 3 quarters there, still not a whole lot in this game.
No, it's still quite tight. I suppose CIT, they just need to cut Trinity's chances and push the ball, get it back inside to the big girl.
Yeah, that's it. And maybe perhaps keep Trinity College off the glass. We've got quite a few offensive rebounds as Lauren Falvey takes the bump from Zeller, and she'll take the ball on the baseline there. Falvey, of course, hit a nice outside shot at the end of the third there, and CIT will really need to get her on the ball a bit more, get a few open looks. As Trinity College do a good job of closing off all avenues into Madison Ward. Jump ball remains CIT ball. And how difficult, Wayne, as a poster, is it when you have the attention of 3 defenders trying to get a pass?
It's so hard. I suppose the minute you catch it in the post and the 3 on, you got to kick it out. But if you don't have the people spotting up on that side, it makes life so hard.
As Aoife Deneen with a great check, and the foul picked up by Zeller then as a result. And 4 points in this game. Trinity College Dublin pressing up on the ball. Amy Waters has the attention of Jess Porter. Looking to run a pick and roll. Falvey nails Porter. Ball down low. Madison Ward. As Zeller does a good job making sure Waters doesn't get the offensive board. Keating ahead to Ellis. Ellis is the hot hand for Trinity College Dublin throughout this game. Up top, Keating pulls the trigger. 15 feet. Doesn't get it to go. Gets her own rebound though. And this is sort of things that's hurting Trinity, hurting CIT rather, when they get second chance opportunities weighing down the strap. And there that girl, Jess Porter, who had 9 straight pops in another 2.
That's it. Like, she took that shot and just went straight through the key to get her own rebound, and then kicked it out, and straight away then there's a 3-point shot. There's no one even like bumping her going through the lane.
As that time Madison Ward got position down low, and Kelsey Ellis caught her on the elbow, and she'll shoot 2.
Suppose when there's a break and play, we say hello to Jasmine Boone, who's joining in. She's still polishing her golden ball from Player of the Month.
We're waiting for Jasmine to bring us some breakfast here, Wayne. Like, what's up with that?
I don't know where she is. I'll get a bit peckish now.
As Ward is good on the first free throw, and second one to remain 100% from the line, as that lead is still only 4 points. And don't forget, coming up we have IT Tala taking on DCU in the men's Division 2, and that should be a great game based on the semi-finals yesterday, Wayne.
That's it. I suppose DCU had the easier semi-final They beat Dublin Business School, and then IT Tallaght overcame CIT in the men, which was a tight game down the stretch.
Yeah, it was an exciting game there. Of course, CIT had the exciting combination of Roy Downey and American Tanner Brooks, but Tallaght IT managed to grind out the win behind Aidan Dunn, current men's under 20 panelist, and Thomas Big Man Tom from Dublin Lions, as Madison Ward can't find the ring on that shot attempt, and Trinity College Dublin break at pace here. Keating almost had it picked by Deneen. Nice pass inside. Jess Porter waiting outside to pull the trigger. Puts the ball on the floor against Madison Ward. Difficult shot, but doesn't get her to go as Keating is called for the foul, and probably a bit of a harsh call there. I felt that Deneen probably hadn't got possession, but would be happy to take the foul.
And already you have 7:39 to go in Trinity. It's already 4 fouls to 0 in Trinity in team fouls.
Yeah, and we've seen the same yesterday. UCD played a similar style of aggressive defence, and that's the fine line you run, but they have the players to bring them in and out, whereas CIT much more economical, as Deneen calls bank on that three there.
That's it, and it's back to a 1-point game now. Defence didn't go out to her, so she just put up the shot.
That's it, and the shooters are going to shoot as Ellis pulls the trigger. Ward came out. Great rebound again by Waters as CIT have numbers on Trinity College. 4 on 3. Deneen doesn't need them. She goes all the way to the basket. Doesn't get the foul, but the ball will remain CIT ball, as Kelsey Ellis looks to have made contact with the wall, trying to get back in defense and checking back in the game. As
this is very tight on the end lines. The wall is quite close. There's not a lot of room.
Absolutely, and for fast players or players like us who just can't hit the brakes as quick as we used to win, it's always an issue.
We'll be going through the walls.
Like something of a Disney cartoon. As we have a timeout here, 52-51, 7:02 left in the fourth. .02 left in the fourth. Minimal 1 point lead here between Trinity College Dublin and CIT, and CIT have closed the gap a little bit more there, Wayne, before the timeout call.
That's it. That 3-pointer helped. I suppose now it's just back to the basics, box out, rebound. And for CIT with such a small bench, they're getting up the floor, up and down the floor.
That's it. Amy Waters unlucky there, and Amy Waters showing how she can change pace on a drive like that. Great picked off by Lauren Falvey, and basket is good as Tobin fouls Amy Waters, and she'll shoot a free throw, and that has them back in the lead.
So Lauren Falvey read that so well. She knew where the pass was going, picked it up, gave it to Amy Waters.
Yeah, clever player there, and Waters just showing how she can change through the gears there, coming up the floor, identify what's in front of her, decide if she wants to hold it up or go at them. As free throw isn't good. Rebound Jess Porter in the hands of Tobin. 52-53. Second lead of the game here for CIT as there's 6:23 left in the fourth quarter, and CIT in that zone, forcing good ball movement from Trinity College, it has to be said, as the shot clock runs under a 6. Ellis. Any questions that have been asked of Trinity College, Wayne? Kelsey Ellis has answered them.
That's it, and I still think that CIT need to switch on that screen, because Lauren Falvey got pinned on the screen there, and she's just getting that open jump shot, and she will not miss it if she's open.
Yeah, and when she turns the corner like that, she's got the pace and pulls up, as Sarah Grinney's calling for about top. Falvey, 3 in the shot clock. Big shot from Falvey is the bank is definitely open for CIT. Second one in as many minutes.
I didn't realise the banks were open in Dublin on a Sunday.
Well, they are in Trinity College anyway, and as Tobin has the ball, and Madison Ward is making sure there's no easy passes down low, and the Cork Massive are finding their voice and support, as well as the CIT men are urging on their counterparts.
I said Trinity are just got a little bit scrappy now.
Waters guarded by Jess Porter across the halfway, looking for that pick and roll action off Falvey. Sarah Greeny far corner, Deneen down low, guarded by Tobin. Little fake, call for the travel, and that's probably a mismatch there at the minute. Jess Tobin picking up Aoife Deneen, who was very fast off the dribble there. Unlucky to get called for the travel that time, Wayne.
That's it. She just changed her pivot foot there. I think she just forgot which one she had established. But she's so much faster than her as well, so I'd be looking to attack the basket.
Jess Porter for three.
Porter has really come alive here in the second half.
Yeah, Porter has, I'd say, maybe 14 points there. As Tobin, we talked about, picked off the ball from Deneen, and Porter a little bit long on the shot. Rebound Tobin. Great ball down low. McConnell takes the contact from Madison Ward, and she'll shoot two. 57-56 here. Back in favour of Trinity College Dublin. 4:42 left. Trinity College Dublin, of course, in that foul trouble that we talked about, Wayne. So CIT probably better look to go at them a bit.
That's it. I'd just attack the basket. Like they've been in team foul since about 7 minutes to go.
Porter is good for the two trips to the line. Falvey on the ball, 4:38 left in the fourth, 59-56 in favour of Trinity College Dublin. Guarded by Zweller. She looks help. She got help from Madison Ward, who is uncharacteristic outside the 3-point line here. Waters turns the corner, puts it on the floor, goes to the basket, just doesn't have enough on it to get a drop, but she shoot two as Jess Porter picks up the foul.
I suppose what CIT could look at as well, because I know Lauren Falvey is also a post player, a guard. She's a point guard as well today. But she has the mismatch on Zeller. I'd be posting her up.
As Falvey misses the first, and that's it. Like CIT have a lot of utility players you can use in different positions, with perhaps the exception of Madison Ward, but the other four players on the floor have potential to play different positions. As Falvey misses it, or Waters at her is short on the second free throw. In the hands of Jess Porter, across the halfway. She has McConnell down low. She sees it, doesn't get it to go. Waters picks up the rebound, puts it on the floor. Close attention from Tobin, takes the bump, and she'll go to the line to shoot two more. As Trinity College Dublin need to be careful, as you can't afford to let CIT continually go to the line. I'm pretty sure they'll chip away at the lead.
That's it. And like Amy Waters there, she was dribbling to the sideline. She was eventually going to pick up her dribble, and then the sideline becomes the second defender for you. So they really bailed her out.
That's it, as Waters is good on the first free throw. Of course, Coach Kaylee Kilpatrick, who's Brunel's American, looks very calm and collected here as Waters pops in the second free throw, and we're back to a 1 point game here. 4:04 left as Trinity College Dublin look to making a statement move, bringing in three more players off the bench. Kelsey Ellis turns the corner, pulls up, doesn't get it to go. Big rebound for Deneen. As we talked about earlier, Wayne, how big a factor will tiredness come in this last 3 minute stretch now between the teams? Will it be a factor, do you reckon?
I don't know. A lot of the players are Women's Super League players, like they're used to high tempo games every weekend. And I suppose if you want to win, you just got to dig deep.
Grind it out, I guess, as Madison Ward was short on that shot attempt. Ball kicked across. Sarah Greeny picking her up. Tobin. Deneen. Zeller thought about a shot. Puts it on the floor. They're looking to get the ball to Tobin, who pulls the trigger. Doesn't draw anything at all. It'll be... So we have those substitutions we talked about. Checking back in is Keating. O'Halloran also back on the floor as Tobin and Zweller takes the rest. McConnell takes the rest. And Trinity College Dublin back to their starting five rotation. Porter picks up Amy Waters, who is gliding ahead of her currently. They look for Ward down low. She gets the ball low, goes to the basket, and left or right way, and she seems to be able to put them in.
That's it, and she gave a nice little fake there, got the defender off her feet, and then put up the shot.
Massive three from Keating there.
That was a big three there by Keating, makes it 62-60 with 2:43 on the clock.
Yeah, and I thought she took a little bunny hop into that tree there, but the ref said it was okay as Falvey on the ball. Halloran fighting off Madison Ward down low. Deneen's third shot from three doesn't go as ball is picked away by Deneen. She has numbers inside to Falvey. Falvey gets it a go. 62 apiece here. 2:14 left in the fourth, and looks like we're going to have an exciting 2 minutes left here, Wayne.
That's it. I suppose now, thing for Trinity, get the ball back in the hands of their American Kelsey Ellis.
As Waters up to Deneen, back in the hands of Waters. Madison Ward clears the space for her. Waters goes all the way to basket. Gets her own rebound though as Deneen, foot on the line, it'll only be two, doesn't get it to go. Rebound by Kelsey Ellis, 1:48 left as she crossed the halfway line. Very closely guarded by Aoife Deneen, and Jess Porter looks to bring a bit of control to it. Keating left open from 15, doesn't get it to go. Big rebound from behind from Keating again. And Keating a much undersized there, grabbing a monster rebound between O'Halloran and Waters there.
Yeah, she's probably one of the smallest on the floor, but she jumped, got the rebound, and put it up against Amy Waters.
64-62 here. Falvey. Good check from O'Halloran. The ball's ahead to her as she goes to the basket, and Amy Waters just does enough to strip that ball out of bounds. Or Tiernan, rather. Great defense from Tiernan getting out on Falvey's shot there.
That's it. And CIT now are running this staggered pick at the top. But like the last one there where it was checked, they ran it 3 or 4 times on the floor, and Trinity knows what's happening. So they need to just change it up a little bit.
Waters, as the clock ticks to the 1 minute mark, 64-62 in favour of Trinity College Dublin. Trinity College Dublin in that foul trouble, but so far CIT unable to exploit as Kelsey Ellis breaks away. Jess Porter on the break. Sarah Geeney comes across and fouls her. Probably a good foul there.
It was, otherwise it was going to be another 2 points on the board. It was good foul. They're not in foul trouble.
As it'll be baseline ball for Trinity College Dublin. 51 seconds left. They have a 2-point advantage here. As Trinity College line up on a stack. Tiernan to inbound the ball here. They'll be looking to get Jess Porter or Kelsey Ellis on the ball as tries the clever play off the back of Ward. Doesn't come off though. Amy Waters breaks ahead to Falvey. Falvey to the basket, and
it's a great job by Falvey running the floor, and her players finding her in a good position.
That's it, and that's a play we seen came off yesterday for IT Tala with Aidan Dunn giving the ball off the back of a CIT player, but today it did not work out in favour of Trinity College Dublin, who perhaps tried to be a bit too clever there, Wayne.
That's it, and like Flavie is not the fastest player, but she got up the floor, and when she got the pass, she didn't make any mistakes putting in the layup.
Jess Porter is long from three, doesn't get it to go. Rebound in the hands of that girl Amy Waters, who has the ball with 15 seconds left. Aoife Deneen decides to go to the basket. As she got checked by Fortune and the ball came off her, it'll be out of bounds. 10 seconds left. Timeout Trinity College Dublin. 64 apiece. And you're very welcome back here 10.4 seconds left. Trinity College, Dublin ball 64 apiece. And Wayne, they've got to be looking for, say, Kelsey Ellis or Jess Porter on this here.
That's it, and I suppose like CIT know that as well. So they just, if it was me, I'd be switching on everything. Just don't let them get the ball, and make sure if they put up the shot that there's no foul.
Keating pulls up for 2. Timeout. CIT ball as the Trinity College have leaked in a 2-point lead after a massive shot from Keating. And you're very welcome back. 6.3 seconds left in the fourth. Trinity College Dublin with a 1-basket lead here, 66-64. Ball in the hands of CIT, and with Trinity College in foul trouble, I imagine it won't be a quick shot. Get the most out of it. Waters back to Falvey. Pulls the trigger with the bank shot, doesn't get a go. Big rebound, Deneen doesn't get it a go. As rebound by Kelsey Ellison. 2-point win on the back of a shot from Rebecca Keating has sealed this Division 2 final in favour of Trinity College Dublin. And Wayne, an exciting game, a close game in the end.
It was a bit of a peculiar shot at the end. I probably would have attacked the basket, trying to get the score and maybe the foul, but just like they haven't shot a lot of threes throughout the game, and then just a lob one up. But I suppose it was hit and hope.
Yeah, that's it. It can be tough to lose a game like that, especially when you're close the whole way through. But both teams performed as best they could here, and Trinity College Dublin just had a little bit more, and I guess a few extra shots fell when they needed them most. As this game draws to a close, and don't forget, coming up we have the Division 2 men's final between DCU and Tala IT. Both teams sprinkled with a host of National League and Super League players. It will prove to be a very exciting game as the presentation is underway here, or gets underway rather. And from a standout point of that game there, if you had to pick a player who caught your eye more than the other in each team, Wayne, who would you roll with?
It's a tough one because a few players stepped up, and I suppose like when Trinity went on that bit of a run there, American stepped up, but Rebecca Keating there, I suppose for the fourth quarter I'd pick her.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Of course, big shots nailed from Lauren Falvey and Amy Waters and Ward and Deneen on the CIT side, but today it just wasn't enough as Trinity College Dublin had it more. You've seen that massive shot by Rebecca Keating there. She had gotten a couple of shots and a couple of big rebounds beforehand, so definitely deserving. Of course, Jess Porter had that 11-point run, and as CIT pick up their runners-up medals here from this Division 2 final, and chair of the NBCC's Martin Conroy, and Basketball Ireland President Teresa Walsh, and head of basketball and sport here in Trinity College are handing out the. Of course, both teams can still look forward to a good night tonight, as is the case with varsities.
I agree. I wouldn't say there'll be any 9 a.m. lectures in CIT tomorrow morning anyway.
No. So on a scoreline of 66-64, Trinity College Dublin have picked up the 2017 Division 2 Cup final, and as coach Kaylee Kilpatrick picks up her medals, and Aoife Tiernan, who had a good game throughout there.
Yeah, Aoife Tiernan, she'll never score you 20-25 points a game, but she does a lot of the small things right, like boxing out, finding players in good position, so sometimes it goes unnoticed. I suppose this will end the season then for a lot of the players. Like, it'll be just especially for the American imports who are here for their masters and that, is back to the books and that. But for the rest of the Irish players, I suppose the season is over.
That's it, kind of a bittersweet, but it's nice to finish on a win if you're Trinity College Dublin here as the MVP presentation gets underway here, and we're all wondering to see who's going to pick up this one.
I have €5 on Keating.
Kelsey Ellis hit a couple of big shots down the stretch there. She picks up the MVP for Trinity College Dublin.
But she's had a big weekend as well. Like, she's got a lovely jump shot, and I suppose she deserves the MVP.
And now to collect the cup, presented by Teresa Walsh of Basketball Ireland. Aoife Tierney picks it up for Trinity College Dublin, the Division 2 Ladies Cup final. And don't forget, coming up we have IT Tala versus DCU next, and we promise you a very exciting, fast-paced athletic game. Please join us for that.